On the first day of school, Jack immediately realized that he had become someone special. The reason? A magical array suddenly appeared at his feet, one that automatically followed him wherever he went. In an instant, Jack understood that he might be about to be summoned to another world. Without hesitation, Jack pushed Anna out of the magic array, thinking to himself, if I am going to suffer in another world, I should bear it alone. But to his surprise, Anna couldn't let go of him and turned back. When they finally regained consciousness, they found themselves in the middle of a vast grassland. After checking each other over and confirming that they were unharmed, Anna initially thought they might have just ended up in some remote village, which would explain the lack of phone signal. However, Jack felt that things were not that simple. Sure enough, they didn't walk far before encountering a monster. After narrowly avoiding the monster's attack, Jack realized that if they continued on like this, they would both die. He decided to act as bait, hoping that Anna could escape in the meantime. Before Anna could protest, Jack charged toward the monster. Just as he was about to be struck by a fireball, a group of 3 adventurers appeared just in time. They worked in perfect harmony, and within 2.5 minutes, they had eliminated the monster. Watching the magic and monsters he had only seen in games, Jack was now sure they had been transported to a fantasy world. The adventurers, though curious about their origins, were wise enough not to pry too much, understanding that some things are better left unsaid. They kindly offered to escort them to the nearest town. At that moment, Jack noticed Anna sulking by the side. It turned out that she was upset about Jack's earlier decision to abandon her and act as the bait. Jack wanted to explain that it was out of necessity, but seeing how upset Anna was, he quickly turned into a golden instructor, promising never to leave her again. No matter what danger they faced, they would face it together. Though his speech was a bit cliched, it worked wonders, and Anna's mood improved almost immediately. The next day, on their way to the town, the adventurers shared some basic knowledge about this new world. When they parted ways, the adventurers even gave Jack and Anna some money to get started. After expressing their heartfelt gratitude, they arrived at the Adventurers Guild. Though they were still unfamiliar with the world, both Jack and Anna wanted to become adventurers and make a living with their own hands. The receptionist at the guild looked at them with pity. She could tell that life wouldn't be easy for them, especially since most new adventurers at least learn some basic knowledge beforehand. However, despite her thoughts, she proceeded with the mandatory procedure of testing their magic power. By touching a crystal, one's magical power and attributes would be measured. Anna was the first to place her hand on the crystal, expecting her magic to be quite ordinary. To her surprise, 4 different colored orbs of light suddenly appeared. The receptionist was stunned and quickly asked Jack to test as well. To her astonishment, Jack's test results were even more surprising. At that moment, the receptionist realized that these two were no ordinary people and rushed to call the guild leader to personally greet them. As they looked around at the surprised faces of the others, Jack and Anna belatedly realized that something was off. The guild leader explained that the crystal could not accurately determine their magic levels and that they needed to go see Andy for further testing. After understanding the situation, Andy brought out 2 special tools of her own creation, claiming they could precisely measure their magical levels. After performing some spells, the results were finally in. Jack had been worried that his magic wouldn't be strong enough to be an adventurer, but the master confirmed that their initial magical powers were the highest Jack had ever seen. As a form of payment for the testing, Andy made a request. She wanted Jack and Anna to become her apprentices.